everybody. Welcome to the Addison Sports Special. On the show tonight are the Wooddale Addison Sharks Summer Swim Team with John Regan. And the second segment will be a former great stock car racer, Bob Schultz. Wait till you meet him. He was a NASCAR racer. But right now we're going to talk to the Sharks. John, nice seeing you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, okay.
It's a pleasure.
Johnny, the president, right?
Of the Parents Club, yes.
Okay. Season's over.
Yes.
But reflect on the season, John. How you guys did, did you win a couple of meets and so on? So tell the folks that.
Well, we were founded in 2019. As you probably know, Addison lost its outdoor pool in 2017.
Yeah.
So in 2019, we merged with the Wooddale Water Rats. We were formerly the Addison Frogs.
Water Rats?
The Water Rats, yes.
Well, where did the Frogs come in? Wasn't there a team named the Frogs?
We are the Frogs.
Okay.
The Frogs and the Water Rats merged together in 2019 to become the Sharks.
Oh, okay.
And we swim out of the Wooddale outdoor pool, but we're still associated with both park districts.
Yeah, so that's good. They cooperate that way.
So we missed our first season in 2020 because of COVID.
Yeah.
So not off to a great start. But this year we had a really good season. We had a very good season. In fact, we won our B conference, which is kind of like an end of the year Olympic kind of thing. Uh-huh. We didn't win A conference, but in B conference we did really well. Mm-hmm. This year we had 60 kids, which is...
Wow, 60.
Well, it's still down. We used to be over 100.
Really?
But it is up from, when COVID was going.
Back too, as
that's what we're hoping.
Okay.
And by doing shows like this, we hope that'll help.
Okay. Yeah, Coach, what are your duties on the team? What do you actually show the kids?
So we focus on making sure that all the swimmers have water competency first. So making sure that we take swimmers of all ability levels, so just beginners all the way through competitive swimmers. So we make sure that they have competency, that they can make it across the pool. And from there, we start teaching them the 4 basic strokes: butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, stroke techniques, drills. We also make sure that they have the emotional readiness they need to be a competitive swimmer. Mm-hmm. Some swimmers, have the strokes, but they're not ready yet for that commitment of practice every day and that competition. So those are really our duties as coaches.
Oh, okay. We're going to meet these fine swimmers, but here are the Sharks. Hey, Shark man.
These are
I got a kick out.
Two of our mascots.
Look at that, folks. That beautiful costume right there. All right, your name and what school you go to?
My name is Johnny. I go to Fenton High School.
Okay, pass that on.
My name's Connor, and I go to Indian Trail.
Okay, a little louder, you guys. Go ahead, pass that on.
My name's Lexi, and I go to Fenton.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Natalia, and I go to Addison School.
Okay.
My name's Emily, and I go to Addison Trail High School.
My name is Michael, and I go to Addison Trail High School.
Okay. Do specialty coaches, do they swim all the events, or do you just have a guy that does a backstroke or a freestyle? How does that work?
So I think that each of our swimmers have their preferred strokes and what they would prefer to swim, but we really do try to have times for all of our swimmers in every stroke that they can legally swim, so that we can put together the best lineup for each meet, the best relays. So they all get an opportunity to swim every event, but then we try to gear back towards what their specialty or what their preferred strokes are.
Oh, okay. Tell you what, you got that handheld back there? Give it to the big guy back there. What about your favorite stroke, your favorite event, and what subject do you like in school?
My favorite event would be a butterfly, and it would be the 50-yard butterfly. I think my favorite subject in school would be science.
What a butterfly, that's a hard one. That you got to come out of the water, right?
Yes.
That's a tough one. Okay, go ahead.
I like to do backstroke, and my favorite thing in school is to do art.
Wow, actually that's another hard one, right?
My favorite event is probably freestyle because it's the fastest for me, and in school I like to do math. My favorite event would also be freestyle, but I like doing the 100 free because I feel like I'm better at that one. And then in school, I like biology.
Whoa.
My favorite event is breaststroke since it's just what's most fun for me, and my favorite subject is probably social science.
Okay, you guys will have to speak up a little bit because you can't get through it. Go ahead, sir.
My favorite stroke is butterfly, and I really enjoy social science in school.
Okay. Yeah, well, the butterfly, that's got to be a hard one.
Also hard, yes.
Right. Johnny, and did you swim in college and high school yourself?
No. I didn't even know that Addison had a swim team when I was a kid. I thought it was just Friar Cove's kid because they had their own pool. I didn't know the whole town had a swim team.
Oh,
So.
well, what background on yourself, John? Where'd you go to school and where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Addison, so I went to Addison Trail and Driscoll Catholic.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did
Graduated from Driscoll.
Driscoll have a swim team? I don't think they did.
No.
Driscoll, no,
No, not at all.
Yeah, Addison Trail did, though, right?
They had a swim club because they didn't have a pool either.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just a club at the time. Now they have an actual team because they're combined with Willowbrook. My daughter is on the Addison Trail team along with Emily.
Oh, okay. How about you, Coach? What when you grew up swimming in the backyard there at the pool? What
It is
town did you grow
actually
up?
literally in my backyard. My parents lived next door to the police station in Wooddale, so
Oh.
the Wooddale pool is literally in my parents' backyard. I grew up on the Wooddale Water Rats
Wow.
from 1990 to 2000, and I did swim at Fenton High School.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Who was the coach at Fenton at that time?
At that time, it was Jeff Bader, who is also the head coach of the Wooddale Addison Sharks at this time.
Okay.
And he's still the coach over at Fenton.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes.
Johnny, what's the deal? Someone wants to sign up. They're watching the show now.
Yes.
Is it too early to sign up, or does it go through the Park District?
We're through the Park District, so registration is usually around mid-April, up until about the first week in June. That's when our season starts. We start practice after Memorial Day.
Is there a fee, John?
Yes, there is a Park District. I think this year was $180 from
Oh, okay.
remember correctly, and then there is a parent club fee. Which we may or may not get rid of yet. I'm not going to say we'll get rid of it yet, but it's a possibility because we did better with our sponsorships this year.
Oh, that's good.
And hopefully this year we're going to start a scholarship as well.
Yeah.
So if there's any businesses out there who'd like to have their name on a scholarship,
Yeah, get in touch
me a
with
call.
Johnny Regan. Okay, tell you what, we're almost done. Here, son, there's thousands of kids watching this show. Why should they join the Sharks?
I know what she's going to say.
So pretty fun. You meet a lot of new friends. Like, I personally think we're like a little family from
Good
time
point.
to time. So yeah, I think it's pretty fun. So do it.
Pass it on.
It's really fun, and there's a lot of drama, so that's why you should join.
Because again, we're like a family.
Yeah, the people that I've met, we don't all go to the same school. Most of everybody goes to Addison Trail, and I'm from Wooddale. So it's like a change in people, I guess, because like obviously they don't go to the same school as me, and I've just gotten really close with them. So it's like cool to be able to say that I'm friends with people from like Addison.
Because you should go to our swim team because it's free donuts.
Donuts. We get donuts on Fridays.
I think that we're really close knitted together, and like Johnny said, we're like a family, and I really enjoy always like getting to have enjoyed swim practices with them and enjoy my time with them, and it's really easy to learn how to swim on that team.
Swimming's a great sport. It'll get you in shape and teach you to compete. And I know on the Sharks specifically, I've met a lot of my lifelong friends on the Sharks.
Very good. Johnny, thanks an awful lot.
Oh, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
Dear, nice seeing you, okay?
Nice to see
Good
you.
luck next year. All right, folks, stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Wow, I'm excited about this segment. We're here with Big Bob Schultz. Bob, nice to see you. And his grandson, Andrew Rubino. I'm excited about this because stock car racing, USAC, you watch it on TV, it's exciting. The Indianapolis 500. But Bob, let's get to this big trophy right now, okay?
Okay.
How did you win that?
That was the 100-lap Soldiers Field.
100 laps.
Yeah, for the championship for that year, for 58. And, yeah, I had a 100-lap race, and I had a well-known driver behind me, pushing on me. It was Fred Lorenzen.
This Freddie was right behind you. Huh?
He finished second. On the race, so it was a lot of fun. So we had a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we draw big crowds at Soldiers Field. So.
And then at O'Hare, excuse me, at O'Hare, you raced. That was a dirt track.
No, O'Hare was asphalt.
Oh, it was. Okay.
And it was one of the fastest quarter-mile tracks around.
Is that at that time?
So yeah, we turned some fast times there. So
Andrew, you kind of followed Grandpa a little bit and did some research on all his races and so on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's told me a lot over the years.
So
This book,
my whole family is
all the photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to we went to years ago. We used to go to down to Florida every year for the 500 and then the Firecracker 400 for that.
Oh yeah, is that right?
That was like 35 years straight, and then same with Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I had all the credentials to go to Indianapolis. I could go in the pits and anywhere I wanted to go.
Brickyard.
So
Bob, how'd you get started in racing? Was your dad a racer or
no.
wasn't? You just like cars,
I
number
just
one.
like cars, and I just like speed.
Yeah.
And when I was real little, anything that had to do with race cars, I would look for.
Is that right? Yeah, motorbikes or even bikes?
Yeah. Even with pedal bikes. I race pedal bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we do a lot of street dragging down Harlem Avenue, Irving Avenue.
That was a no-no, huh?
Yes.
You get away with that?
Yes. Then in '54, when they built the racetrack at O'Hare, I went there with a '50 Ford.
Oh, okay.
And raced there, and then next year I graduated and got myself a newer car, and then '57 I bought a brand new '57 Chevy.
Oh, okay.
Made a race car out of it. And so
You don't still have that '57 Chevy?
I wish I did.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I wish I
That would
did.
be worth about 50,000, maybe more, huh?
Big money.
Yeah. But you didn't really race full time, though, right? I mean, you had a job, right?
I worked for the gas company.
Yeah.
Gas company, and I was doing very well in my career, and then all of a sudden I was called in the office one day by my boss and told me from now on they weren't going to insure me no more. To take me off the insurance. And I just had my daughter, Deborah.
My mom.
Oh, okay.
I just had her. She was brand new, and I said, so I went home and told my wife, I said, we can't keep racing if we're going to lose the insurance.
Yeah, you didn't want
So
to
I
do
had to
that,
drop
yeah.
out. So then I tried it for a year with somebody else, driving under somebody else's name.
Oh,
And I got caught doing that, so then I just got out of it.
yeah, you were number 8, right?
Yes.
I don't know, Mike, you have, that you're number 8, right?
Right, yeah.
And
Tell them which car that was. What kind?
There was a Chevy 56, was it? Yeah, that was 56 Chevy. Mm-hmm. And then when that was
the
new.
Chevys were fast, right?
Yeah, they were on short track. On short track, when you got on the mile racetracks.
Oh, you wasn't as fast.
Your Ford and Pontiac was fast. But,
how did the rivalry? Well, I don't know if it's a rivalry between you and Freddie Lorenzo. How did that come about? Just from racing?
Well, I first met him. How I met him was that I pull up to a stoplight on Harlem and Fullerton, and this kid pulls up alongside me with a convertible, blonde-haired kid with a couple guys in the car, and I had a full race engine in mine.
In yours,
yeah.
oh, okay.
So the light turned green, and we took off, and he walked right away from me, and I thought, what the heck? So we got to Sonny's, and we pulled in there, and he says, I asked him, I said, what do you got underneath that hood? He said, it's stock. I said, yeah, stock. So he opened the hood up. It was a Cadillac engine he put in a Ford.
Oh, you did?
That thing was really fast. So then we both went to O'Hare and started racing together. Mm-hmm. And that's how I got to know him. So
yeah. It's too bad the gas company. Well, you had to work to make a living, you know.
Definitely, yeah. We didn't make the kind of, if they had to make the money like the kids make today.
Yeah, right. Like if you were in it today, yeah.
And then I got hired by Skinner Brothers to drive their car, and that's when I went on to the miles and the mile-and-a-half racetracks all over. So every weekend I was at a different state: DuQuoin, Milwaukee Mile, Atlanta.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, but short track racing I loved. That was the best.
Yeah, I bet. You worked on the engine, right?
Yeah.
You, at that time,
we did everything.
You could take it apart, put it back to right.
Yeah, everything. change the rear ends, whatever we had to do, we did it, you know.
Andrew, are you going to take up racing like your grandpa?
I wish. It's a little late for me. A little too old.
And today racing is so
It's a lot of money.
The prices today are just out of sight, you know, to have a race car.
Well, what does USAC stand for?
United States
Auto Club?
Yeah.
United States Auto Club. You're a member of that now, Bob?
Yeah.
So that was like the NASCAR of the North. So NASCAR started down south.
NASCAR, okay.
And then USAC was a northern.
And then we had Indianapolis, the 500 and all that, where NASCAR never had that kind of a big show. But then gradually when television got involved, then they got bigger and bigger, and USAC just
more money.
faded away,
Do you think, had you stayed in it, Bobby, I mean, if the gas companies said, go ahead and race as much as you want, but do you think you could have been as good as some of the other top drivers?
Yeah, I don't want to brag.
It ain't bragging if you can do it.
I know I could. I know. I had a lot of people tell me that I deserved to get a good car. I drove Gene Marmer's car at Soldiers Field. I won the races with his. I built Bill Lutz's car once in a while. He'd give me his ride. He would stay out of the car and I'd get it and I won a race with it. So I had a pretty good reputation. Very good. That's the Pontiac, they hired me to drive for them, and then I said I had to get out of it.
It's too bad you would have, but you did well. You got a nice family now, and you got a lot of memories. How about I just wrote these down, Bob. Some of these guys are around town. Fireball Roberts, did you know him?
No, I didn't know him, but I read a lot about him. But
okay. How about Tiger Tom Pistol?
Yeah, we were good friends. Yeah, I knew him.
I talk to him sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He lives.
He's got to be in his 80s now.
90s, late 90s.
He lives in North Carolina now, and he has he sells
used car
Legends race cars.
Oh, is that right?
For the Legends series.
Oh, yeah, down in North Carolina.
I talked to him. I linked up with him on social media one time.
Really?
And I said, hey, do you remember my grandpa? And he's like, oh, yeah.
Is that right?
And then he gave me his phone number, and we chatted on the phone for a while. And
I raced with most of them guys, top Indy drivers. I raced for them on short tracks and then also on the mile race tracks.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. How about Gene Marmer?
Yeah, I drove his car for him. Gene Marmer was a good friend of mine.
And he had a garage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he had a garage. How about Kenny Netzel?
Kenny Netzel I just won one race with him because he was mostly in midgets and
midgets. That's right. I forgot about that, right?
Modifieds. He rode a lot of modified racing.
Oh, okay. How about Sal Tavella?
Yeah, Sal's a good friend of mine. Very good friend. I raced with him many years. Yeah.
Is that right? Well, he had a car lot, did he not?
In York, in Elmhurst, not Elmhurst, Bentonville.
Oh, in Bentonville,
right on York Road,
Yeah. Well, that's an exciting sport,
Sal was a lot of fun. He was a good guy,
Yeah. At O'Hare, where actually was it at O'Hare? I mean, you could see it from a distance.
Yeah, Irving and Manheim Road, but it was set off maybe a couple hundred feet off of Manheim Road.
Oh, is that all?
It'd be the southwest corner of Irving and Manheim.
Yeah.
That's where the track was.
There's a small strip mall there with some businesses.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that's when O'Hare was still cornfields.
Yeah, right back then. Yeah, you're right. In Santa Fe, no, you were raised at, what was it, Meadowlark?
Meadowdale.
Meadowdale.
That was in Carpentersville. That was a road course. Right? And they had that, what they call it? The
Monza Wall. You had to be over 100 miles an hour to get up to the wall.
Whoa.
It was a really high bank.
Oh, is that right?
But you can go there, like I was saying, it's
I qualified second fastest. Marmer was on the pole.
Oh, yeah.
And I was on his bumper all the way around that track, and then at the second time around, I blew the gearbox. I downshifted too early and blew the gearbox.
Oh, God.
But it's like a public park now. It's a bike trail.
Oh, is that right?
A jogging trail. Yeah. People walk their dogs through on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, Bob, we could go on for another 2 hours talking about it, you know. Well, do you get down, do you go to watch Indianapolis 500? Do you go to watch that once in a while?
Oh, well, for 40-some years, every year we went. Never missed it.
Yeah, every year we grew up. We
No, I haven't gone the last, 5 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So,
everyone in their lifetime should go at least once to go down there, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's
definitely.
Massive.
Yeah. That and Daytona Beach. You got to see Daytona
Yeah, you got to
Beach.
see Daytona.
Oh, that's right.
I was on I went to the last race.
Daytona 500?
Yeah, I went on the last race at Daytona. It was on the beach. And then
Oh, yeah.
that was 1958, and 59 was the first day I went again.
Was on the beach?
That was no, that was the new track then.
Oh.
Well, half the track was on the beach, right? And then it would come up on the road.
Two-lane black asphalt road.
And then it would come back.
Yeah.
Come back on the
Boy,
beach.
those were exciting, I'm sure, you know. But you get down to, well, you go down to Daytona once in a while?
Yeah, definitely.
The latest, we would go to Michigan every summer. That was the latest track that we frequented.
What's
a lot.
up there now? What's
Michigan International Speedway? It's a 2-mile.
Oh, yeah.
High bank.
And then my 75th birthday, I drove a NASCAR there, 12 laps. We rented a car, and I qualified 161.
Is that right? Wow.
So but my daughter wants me to do it again for now, and I said, Deb, I can get in the car, but I can't get out. They're so tight and so close. Oh, man, you can't move in it.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Safety at that time. You had to wear a safety gear, did you not, Bob?
Yeah, we started out with just a lap belt.
And what, a leather helmet?
Yeah, and then we graduated to shoulder harnesses.
Yeah, well,
so,
you had to be protected. Did you have a bad wreck at all in your time?
No, I got I got the wind knocked on me one time at O'Hare Stadium, but no, I never got hurt bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah. So,
how about the story when you were young and you wrapped your car around a telephone pole?
The what?
What was that? when you were younger and you wrapped your car around the telephone pole. Went through the windshield.
I crashed my dad's cars a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That was when my parents were very happy when I started racing.
Your dad's car, yeah.
In fact, they even bought me my first racing outfit.
Oh,
make sure I was stay racing.
I'm sure Mom was scared when you were racing.
She was. They were good. They went all my races. They never missed a
Bobby,
race.
be careful. You know, come back in one piece. Yeah. Bob, like they say, nice seeing you and meeting you.
Very nice.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Thanks again, Bob. Of course. All right, folks. Thanks for watching the show, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care now.